So I'm walking around Greenpoint right now, and I stumbled upon yet again the exact same signs that I saw the other day in the city. I think it's the same thing because it's super vague. They don't put it like Daredevil on it, and I think that's for a reason. But I think it's the same production. So that's happening on Monday the 5th, Tuesday the 6th, and Wednesday the 7th. So I'm wondering if I should like come back and, I don't know, try and get on set or something. I don't know, it's so serendipitous. I mean, New York is big, but you know, on one day to stumble upon the actual shoot happening in Manhattan and then to just sort of come upon the signs for the shoot coming up, that's kind of crazy. I'm not going to read into it too much, but we will hopefully see. Maybe something comes of it. That was so stupid. All right, what's the date? What day is it? It's a Saturday. The sun is out. That's all I know. In fact, the date doesn't even matter because the sun is out. It's been 2 weeks in New York City and the sun has been away. It's been up there, but clouds have been killing the whole vibe. So I'm just happy. I'm just happy because the weather's nice. In fact, I went out this afternoon and I had a coffee. I walked around. I walked around outside with a human being, and like the sun, the rays hit my face. Oh my God, it was so nice. It's really wild that 2 weeks of, you know, no sunlight can like really depress you. It was bad. I was not in a good place. Gosh, anyway, I guess I better say the date just for consistency's sake. It is February is it the 3rd? As you can see, I'm doing this a little bit earlier today. I'm gonna go see some friends in the city tonight, and I figured I need to get this done. And I went around today after my hang with a friend, and I shot some stuff around the city just for fun. And you know, I've been thinking a lot about the little teaser yesterday, if you will, and the excitement that I have excitement and nervousness for what is coming in 2 weeks-ish, give or take. I'm nervous about things that I want to share on it. I'm nervous about how I'm going to actually shoot it, the branding for it. I have a lot to do in 2 weeks' time, and I'm like, I mean, I probably shouldn't even go out tonight, but like, I don't care. I have to see people, and I have to get out of my apartment. Tonight I'm trying something a little bit new, a little hint for what's ahead. Like, as I'm doing these episodic things starting on the 14th or the 15th, I am realizing the extent of my iPhone. There are ways that I want to shoot and want to film my life and you know, what's happening around me and what's ahead, but I'm finding that it fills up my phone, which I have a really big capacity on the phone, but it still like fills it up, and then I have to like transfer it over to my computer, which takes a long time. It's not quite like taking an SD card, putting it in after you've shot all day with a GoPro or whatever, and then you offload the things, you put it into Premiere, and then you start working on it. Like, I have to sit and transfer one long video and then wait, and then one long video and then wait. And if it's 4K, it takes a little bit longer. 4K regular video, if I shoot in cinema mode, which is what I've been doing, that's why like behind me, it's not like out of focus, it's not blurry because I'm not shooting in cinema mode. But when I shoot in cinematic mode on my phone, the file size goes way up. It has to process, you know, if I shoot a 15-minute video, it has to process for like 5 or 10 minutes before I can airdrop it to my computer. And when you're shooting like 20, 30, 40 videos on your phone and you want to be able to creatively shoot it the way you want, it's pretty frustrating to not just be able to like very simply take it from your phone and put it on your computer and that makes it to where like I'm going to need another tool to do this. But I just sold my camera. I just sold my 5D Mark IV. Now the 5D Mark IV is not necessarily a camera that you're gonna like take around to a bunch of places if you're not just shooting like, you know, I mean, it's a great camera and I love it, but I need something a little more compact. So I'm figuring out what upgrade options are. I may go with something a little bit more simple, like, you know, a DJI where I can walk around with it. But I am really feeling the limitations of using one tool. And I like this idea. I'm going to talk about this more in the future, but I like this idea of you know, taking one tool and then like maximizing it and figuring out how can I take this one little thing that I have and really push it to its potential. In architecture school, one of my professors said, don't go out and buy expensive pencils and expensive paper. You don't need super expensive things. Go to the supply store and get cheap, Bic #2 pencils, like the 100 pack, and start with those. Because if you can't draw with an expensive pencil, the other way around, if you can't draw with a cheap pencil, you can't draw with an expensive one. And that lesson stuck with me, like big time. And so from that point forward, like for the longest time, I had a 5D Mark II and a little 85 millimeter, not an L series, like not an expensive get up. I spent what, $1,000 on the camera, which at the time was a lot of money for me, but now with what you can buy, like it was not top of the line. It was a used camera, but it got me through and it did some really big jobs. I used that camera to the end of the earth before I upgraded to my Mark IV. But all that to say, I'm finding that there's a limitation with this. And I want to be able to sort of freely experiment with formats that, you know, I feel very comfortable when I'm using a camera that I can execute it quickly and know that it's going to be dependable. Having an iPhone, great to have if you're just like bopping around and you want to like take a few shots, but it's not really something that you can use for like all things. Especially as I start to do more and more of these videos and really try hard to improve upon each video a little bit at a time. Quality video, quality audio are like, they've got to be up there for me because I know what's possible. So content, yes, content first, but audio and video, like it has to be there. Okay, that's it. Exciting things to come. I hope. I'm nervous. Bye.